Guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back, welcome back. So today I thought this would be a good day to do the flip through of our 2018 Journal With Me journal and bid a fond farewell to a good friend. How's that? Before we start a new year with a new friend and a new journal. So as some of you are new, so maybe you haven't seen all the Journal With Me videos, I will put a link to a playlist down below. So if you happen to see a particular Journal With Me page that you would like to see created, then it'll be down there. You can look through it. So this is a book I made, a couple years ago. And this is the technique that I teach in my Adventures in Booksmithing course. And so it's got the embossed raised relief on the cover, and it's got the curved spine with the ridges, and it's just filled with all kinds of wonderful things, and the ribbon closure and all that. But it got too full, didn't it, guys? So we had to stop. We had to, you just got to know when to stop, when to quit. So inside, this is what it looks like as you turn it open. I've got some old pieces in here along with some reproduction pieces. And of course, I didn't do that on camera, but first thing I did on camera was this one. And this one was done because I was thinking of my grandmother Virginia Ray. And this is her as a little girl. She's about 3.5 there with her little Chow Chow puppy. And so the quote for this day was, "If you don't think photos are important, wait until they're all you have left." And isn't that the truth? So this recipe back here for Anadama bread, that is one of the things that I remember specifically for my grandmother Virginia. I had two grandmother Virginias. My mom and my dad, both of their mothers were named Virginia. So we had Virginia Ray and Virginia May. But they are both Grandma Virginia. So this was for my mom's mom, Virginia Ray. And so I put the recipe back here for the Anadama bread and her picture, and then I did some that scratch out thing that you do, and I just left the keywords that I want, which was "I miss you," which I do every day. And I added just some little extra pieces, her initial down here, and we just added some little extra things just to make the page look pretty. So that was the first one we did. And we didn't do every page at all. That would have been a lot. So this was the second one that we did. And this one was done with, I love mushrooms, and I love the old scientific illustrated mushrooms, and these are exquisite. And so I use that as the background, and then there is a book spine back here on this side, and a tag, and some film strip, and some of my number codes, and my initial is down here. And then I used a scrap of, I have a songbook that is, it's literally crumbling. Like the pages, even if you try to turn them, they're so fragile that they just kind of break and crumble. So you can't even actually look at this little songbook. It must have been left somewhere in the sun or something to degrade so quickly. So I just carefully ripped out a little piece out of the bottom of one without trying to, break it. And I love what it says, "Make your corner brighter by the songs you sing." I just thought that was beautiful. And then the quote on this page was, "Oh my darling, it's true. Beautiful things have scratches and dents too." So we just added some scratches and some dents, and we had some fun with that page. It's a great page, guys. It was a great page. There's just an envelope in there. This was our next page, and we had these cute little kiddos, and they're next to this vine, which was, you know, we added just a little fabric vine. Here was the front of a Victorian calling card, an actual one. Here is a little jar of cookies, a little charm, and a button from a vintage button card, and a piece of a paper doily. And then I used some book pages back here. And then the quote for this day was, "In a world where you can be anything, be kind." And so that was a good one. That was a good one. Well, they're all good. We thought the kiddos needed cookies, so that's why we put the cookies. Some of my favorite poetry is in here. I've got Slessor and Poe and Baudelaire and all kinds of good stuff. Just little pockets. More pockets. Here was this page, and this was our envelope page, and so we created an envelope out of a dictionary page. It has this little metal charm that I attached with a brad, and you can spin it and then you can open up your envelope. And this was just a craft envelope that I had that I covered with a dictionary page, and so we can put things in there if we want. And I put this book cover on the front here and one of the Tim Holtz film strip photos. We added a book plate, and we added some textile trims and some cheesecloth, and it turned out pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Here was this page, and this is when I got the Tim Holtz, it's the little slot die, the stitch and slot, or slot and stitched, or stitched slot. I think it's stitched slot, but anyway, you can find them all over the place. So I added that to the front of this, because it's a card. And so we attached the card permanently to the page, but we left it so that you could open it. And I put the stitched slot die on the front with a little family label with some brads. And then inside is a picture of my mom and her little sister Charlie. So cute. It's so cute. So cute. Look at Charlie's the little leg is up on her little snowsuit. Oh, it just kills me. Kills me. Okay, they were so cute. So that goes in here. And then I've got some tickets in here. And I added this little edge on this side. And then when you open it up, there is a place to write if you'd like to write, or put a photo in here. And then I added one of my novel quotes. This was where things nearly went wrong, but cute. I did this page when I was getting over the flu and I could barely see straight. But we did a recipe for hummingbird cake on here. So here is the recipe for hummingbird cake, and then I added some spoon and knife and fork graphics over the top, and then of course let them eat cake, which Marie Antoinette did not say, but they say she said it, so it's synonymous with her now. So now it's just some more pockets. Here was our, this was our seed packet page, right? So I made the pocket out of one of my eco-dyed pages, and I'll put the link to when I eco-dyed down below too, in case you haven't seen that. It's a story. And then over the top, I put a piece, a book page piece from a botany textbook that I have. And I put the description of this fern up here, and here is a little number tag, and then I put an Audrey Hepburn quote To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. And I added that with some washi tape that has little moths on it. Then I punched some holes in the edge here and put some reinforcers and then wove some hemp cord through that edge. And then on the inside was the little seed packet. And they're still at Flickr. You can still go get these at Flickr if you want. Print these out and use them in your own projects. So that was the seed packet page, all about growing things. Percy Shelley, that's a good one. The moon. Here was our photo frame page where we took the die cuts and we made these little raised pieces along the edge, and then we rubbed it with the gilding paste, the rub and buff stuff, so that it made it kind of a aged gold. And then up at the top we put the quote, "With a clutch of apple-cheeked children," one of the novel quotes, and we put some apple-cheeked children. And then we left it so that the picture could be slid in and out of behind here, so you could make these and put whatever you wanted behind your little paper photo frame. It worked out well, I think. Here was our vacation. Remember we went on vacation when we wanted to go somewhere so badly, so we made up a vacation. So we decided to go to Egypt. So to Egypt we went. And these are also still at Flickr. You can go get these little luggage tags. And so I made those with the little number code up here, and it's attached with a little luggage tag chain. And then here was where we went. So we've got the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid and a Cairo ad. That is the hotel we stayed in. Those are the quirky cousins we met while we were visiting the pyramid. And there was the postcard we sent while we were there. It was a great trip. It was hot. It was hot, but it's okay. It was a great trip. There's a Poe poem, The Valley of Unrest. It's a good one. It's a good one. One of my poems. There's a pocket here. And I don't think I showed you this one because I think the film got corrupted. So something happened and I didn't get to ever show this one. So what it was a piece of vellum that I put over the top of a book page, and I used some pigment ink stamps because that's what doesn't smear so much on vellum. And I just used some of my stamps and I created like a little, I don't know, whatever this is, a view from a window onto a book page. And then at the bottom, I put the novel quotes at the bottom, but you can see the book page through the vellum underneath all the plants and flowers and through the trees. So sorry I didn't get to show you that one. And this one was just a collage that we did one day because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Always a good one. So just a nice little collage there over the top of a book page. And I believe this was our last one. This was our picture window page where we glued 2 pages together, but we put a circle with some acetate in between. And then with my mad sketching skills, it's so awful, I sketched a little wreath with some berries around the window. And I added a piece of hand marble paper and a quote. It's actually a poem about birds and on a nest on this page. And we turned the bottom because I didn't want to waste all of the room. When you glue these pages together, you really only have to glue together where you have the window. So we left this open and then we put a little tag in there. And then on this side was where the picture window opened up. So there was the bird we looked at. And I backed that with some cheesecloth. And I put a little piece of craft paper down here where I sketched some more, as you can see. That was, you know, probably really cringeworthy to watch. And then I did some stitching. So I did some stitching down here, and then I did some stitching, just some hand stitching. And then I added another, or the rest of this poem went over here, and with the little bird egg. So that was it, guys. That was all she wrote. That's the end of the book. And so, without further ado, I will sign it and date it, and we will close this book, and we will begin another one next month. So I hope you enjoyed the little flip through of our 2018 Journal with Me book, and thank you for following me along all this year. Thank you to everybody, all my new subscribers. You guys probably haven't caught up yet. That's okay. Some of you are like, who is this person? Why is she never prepared? Oh, well, you'll learn I'm never prepared. I'm never prepared to do anything because I don't know what I'm doing until the camera turns on, and you know. Okay, every once in a while I'm prepared, but I'm just going to warn you, 90% of the time there is no preparation involved. It's just a whim thing, but either you'll get used to it or you'll hate it. So I guess that's all I can say about that. But thank you guys. It's been a fantastic year, and I've had so much fun with all you guys, and I've had some requests to do some Q&A. So I've got a list already of Q. So if you have any more questions, put them down in the description box below. Like one of them was, you look tall. Are you tall? No, I'm not tall. I'm not particularly short. I'm 5'4", right on the dot. I mean, just boom, 5'4". And so this person wanted to know, are you like a tall Amazon? It's like, no, I'm 5'4" and 102 pounds. So nope, I'm a peanut. So no, I'm not tall. Do I look like I'm tall on camera? Does it look like I'm like tall and willowy? I'm not. I'm kind of willowy, but I'm not tall. I'm a short willow. So, you know, stuff like that. So if you have any questions, especially those of you that haven't been around for very long, and there's over 300 videos, and I don't expect you to watch them all. Lord have mercy. That would be horrific. So you don't have to watch them all. So I'll try to answer some questions for you. Maybe on a next journal with me. Maybe we can chat while we journal. All right, kids, I hope you're having an excellent weekend, and I will see you in a couple of days, and we'll do something else, okay? All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.